What's going on, everybody? I'm DJ Career Track Camp ENT, and today we have a very controversial discussion and a shootout between the two, and just people asking my opinion of which one is better. So we have Dune 2 versus Serum 2. I don't know why they're not opening up at the same time. They should, but whatever. So there's no secret, and the person that requested it, you know, argued with me lightly on Twitter in the DMs, at least respectfully in the DMs, saying that Serum was better, and and it was basically based off my top five. I did give it a high honorable mention. I just didn't show a picture of it or anything like that. I just didn't want my damn, when I record videos anyways, and have all these VSTs up at one time, it's ridiculous what it does to the CPU. But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna have this quick shootout here. So if you like shootouts and what these type of discussions, smash that like button. Yes, as usual. Politics as usual. So let's talk about the politics of this plugin. All right, so both of them are very different and very same at the same time. They both have key things that they offer that one does not offer. And one of the things they're doing too offers that Serum doesn't offer is the fact that you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oscillators per page, which is awesome. Also, you can actually talk about that, the fact that give or take that your PC is strong enough or a Mac is strong enough that you can make a sound that is just irresponsible, because it would be so crazy. It would be so crazy, ridiculous if you have the CPU power to actually run that preset after you make it. What else is Dune 2 have? A huge thing that Dune 2 has an advantage over Serum is this ARP system. Serum does not have an ARP system. You can, however, kind of emulate it with the LFO. If you match the LFO if you use an LFO slot for the pitch. However, Dune 2 once again has this right here, which is, I can't pull it up now, but it offers, you can actually put MIDI inside of there. I hate to keep selling that, but that is actually a huge thing when it comes to sound design, because a lot of people aren't really into playing note by note or even caring to do that. So having those type of sounds, like bass sounds like that, that actually helps. And why the heck is it not playing? I don't know. But it's key things. Those are key things. Also, a great thing about Dune 2 is that it comes with presets designed by really good sound designers. But that's not to say that Steve Duda and gang over there at Xfer are not as good as sound designing. Not by a long shot. They are dope as hell. So, but that's just one great thing that Dune 2 does that Serum does not. That's kind of the point right here, right now. Also, you have your root LFOs. You have 3 LFOs, and then you have kind of a flexibility where you can use the multi-segment envelope graphic, which is also a great thing within any VST, because that is excellent when they have these where you can draw out your envelopes. You can actually use these as LFOs as well, but you get 3 default LFOs and you get a lot of shapes, and some shapes aren't in other VSTs that they should be, but they're in Dune 2. But now, and yes, the wavetables, it has wavetables. That's wavetables. You get a nice healthy amount. So, you could get some, there's no excuse of not making any kind of sound that you want in Dune 2. But let's talk about Serum. Now, Serum, I already got as you can see, is very, and another thing that Dune 2 has an advantage over Serum, give or take that how much you do in Dune 2, is that it is it's not as system heavy as Serum. However, that's not a bad thing either if we're talking about Serum. And I'm also streaming as well. So keep that in mind. But Serum, oh boy, it has a lot to offer. This thing is a beast. It is a beast. And it gets more beastly as you go into it. First of all, you get 4 LFOs that you can make. And on top of that, if you're not good at drawing LFOs, it provides many of LFOs for you. Some if you buy some preset packs, they actually come with more LFOs, so you have more things to do. You could dial down. I mean, you could dial down in there and do all kinds of crazy, sexy things to your LFOs. That's not nothing different from Dune 2, kinda, but I feel that Serum excels in how you can graphically make love to your LFOs when you're drawing them. Another extremely sexy thing is that you don't necessarily have to assign your LFOs in your mod matrix. You could just drag and drop anywhere you see fit. As long as it doesn't pull up that little Ghostbuster sign, if you can see the Ghostbuster sign there, it keeps on going on and on. But yeah, as you see fit. The filters are, once again, it's graphical and it's very extravagant. You can you got a ton of filters to pick from. It excels over Dune 2 in that, which means that you could either dial it down and get to the net grit, or envelope it up and get to the net grit. So that's very, very extremely important when sound designing. You have a sub oscillator, and right there, as I accidentally did that, it tells you what each and every one of these parts, if you hold it upon there, which you can turn it off if you want to turn it off, where it tells you where all it can do. So I'm going to go ahead and, I think it's under the user. Doggone it. It should be an initial button somewhere around here. Don't mind me. I'm a little wet behind the, no, I'm not. Boop. The initial preset. It does sound great. They both have graphical representations of what the unison voices do, as you can see the 2, 4, and then and I'll set it back. So, but both have great sounding. They're both great sounding in general, so that's not too huge of a thing. But that's pretty cool how you actually see that in Dune 2. Presets. Once again, they're kind of tied on presets here. I mean, they really are tied on presets. I mean, not to brag, but by personal preference, I do, as far as default presets, I do favor Dune 2, but Serum, once again, it's like who cares? Because everybody's really getting into Serum for its number one thing is the wave tables. So as you can see, you actually can go and you can draw what the heck you want. I can't wait to work with this, but yeah, you can draw what you want. And, and be as amazed that it's like the sky's the limit. It only has 2 oscillators, but once again, the sky's the limit. You can actually insert wave files within that particular screen. It has an automatic way you could chop it, you could draw within it, you could do whatever the heck you want. And that's kind of what the future of sound designing should be. It should have little to no limitations. And that's why Dune 2 is so heavily praised by me, because it has little to no limitations. And the same thing with Harmer, which didn't make my this year's list in 2016, because I got tired of hearing people say it's old. But those 3 in particular I just named, unlike Omnisphere, these have little to no limitations. Once again, it kind of sucks that Serum doesn't have arpeggiation in it, but everything else it excels in. So and I mean it sells in it by either a hot mile or by a meter. This particular plugin should be number one, I would say, on my list. I think Dune 2, personally, personal preference and by audience, that everybody prefers Dune 2, but Serum is really, really strong. And, Serum probably could survive a good 10 years if you just bought this. And, it'll continue to create and recreate music and, those type of particular tools. And same thing with Dune 2. Dune 2, it has a lot of room to grow. And same thing with Harmer. Just much like how Massive was when it first came out. Massive was like, people just got Massive. I know I was one of those people and just got it like, this is it. And then, here in comes, and I hate to use Skrillex as the poster boy for it, but come on, man. Nobody really gave a damn until Skrillex came through and started just having sex with that particular VST. But yeah, that particular VST showed its true potential through him. But yeah, Serum is probably gonna find somebody. It's probably gonna be a guy named DJ Ad McCree that's gonna find the true potential behind it. Well, a lot of people actually are finding it right now. But yeah, once again, Steve Duda really did his thing. Yeah. So enough about that. What do you guys think? What is your favorite VST out of these two? I really didn't want to be too biased, but again, we're talking about effects and stuff like that. Go, as you can see, it's pretty darn sexual. It's pretty good, and the amount of stuff that you can do in here, and then you have your mod matrix right there, just to add more to whatever you want. And oh man, this just gives me a headache just knowing that you could do so much. But yeah, like the sheer features of Serum, you know, you could quite understand why that is pretty system heavy. Because it does a lot off top, like ridiculous, and there's a lot more to be discovered. But yeah, check out my playlist, guys, because I have Steve Duda's playlist is in my playlist where he tells you how to use Dune 2. I mean, no, I tell you how to use Dune 2, like from his features, and then Steve Duda tells you how to use Serum. And yes, he's no slack on when it comes to sound design or anything like that. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. I'm pretty sure if you hung in here, I really appreciate it because it was a lot of blabbering, but it was a lot of points to be made. And just leave a comment. Which one is your favorite? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm DJ McCree, and I'm out.